it should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight.
Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face, pushes forward, he gets to the clinch. He loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip, getting grabbed by a crocodile. He is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses.
And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the O2 Arena in London, England. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 24 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Hiding out of Machachkala, Russia, Ислam Machachев. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Arman Tzarukyan!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
You ready to fight?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
And they separate. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Beautiful level change leads to the takedown.
Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
Pretty good execution on that early takedown. Everybody in this arena knew that he wanted to get the early takedown, and opponent couldn't stop it.
Sometimes you're so good at something, it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing. This man is such a great wrestler, he was able to secure that takedown.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Posture up. Make sure he stays high up.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Close guard. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him. Yep,
There you go.
absolutely.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Round two next. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, well, take a seat for a minute. All right, listen. You can't wait. I need you to be first, okay? Let's get...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful.
Nice,
And
man.
potentially a critical takedown here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations. He needs to shove the knees, get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Sound strike on the ground. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Get yourself to the side. Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
All right, close guard now. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
60 seconds. Let's go. Make it work. Keep on saying, man.
I mean, how many can he take? 45 seconds remain in the round. Able to land the single ground strike there.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
I mean, how many can he take? 10 minutes in the books. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrist. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the aggressiveness, the volume.
It was unbelievable to watch him be so active. The cardio, the push, the pace, and the pressure that he fought with. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can maintain this over 15 minutes.
Oh, he lands another strike, leg it in. Well, he caught the kick there and then counters with the takedown. So a lot of fighters, when they catch that kick, will move immediately into the takedown, and it worked out for him there.
It worked out great. Caught the leg, drove right into his opponent, and put him on his back.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Close guard. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, he tagged him with the punch there, DC. That's an educated left hand.
He's got great timing with his left hand.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Under 3 minutes remain in round 3.
I need more action on the ground, or the ref's gonna stand you up, man. Come on.
Solid strike on the ground. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
All right, buddy, keep that ground position.
All right, has the guard closed here. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
Oh, nice right hand.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Defend that submission for me.
There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. Win it. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Brilliant submission defense there. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestle stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, here we go with our next round, and really shades of the Diaz brothers in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy, just a lot of efficiency on the field.
Very, very efficient. Good round in the sense that he did not throw everything with absolute power, but he was touching the entire time. Then every now and again, he would set down on a strike that was really damaging his opponent. Oh, he's hurt, man. He's hurt.
Wow! Back to the feet. body. Ooh. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Lands with the ground and pound here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Working out of the half guard here. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
All right, this is the last round here. Do not let this go to the judges. You've got to have faith in your striking.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Fifth and final round. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at... Oh!
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Oh, wow, oh!
He might get a finish here.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward by the top fighter now.
You can certainly count on one hand the number of omoplatas that have been executed in the octagon. Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Oh, he could be a one-eyed fighter here pretty soon. That left eye's starting to shut. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Oh, nice. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move.
And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Ислам Machachев.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys. Sort of